morning, welcome all to Big 17, Florida, where predictions is my addiction and money is my company. And I'm back at it with another flawless prediction, folks. And I'm just going to open this up by saying Gregory Rodrigues was an underdog, a crazy underdog. And whoever thought that he should be an underdog is an idiot. Honestly, they're idiots. Whoever doubted my predictions, they're just retarded. I mean, like, not to be rude or anything, but you might have some developmental disabilities or something like that. You know, maybe you gotta visit a doctor, take some medication. You might be crazy. You might just be insane. You know what I'm saying? You might not be retarded, but regardless, something is wrong with you, okay? Anthony Hernandez literally had nothing to win this fight besides cardio. And I called every single moment of this fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a prophet. You know what I'm saying? I am a MMA prophet. I was sent down by the UFC guys themselves, okay? Dana White, okay? Dana White and you know what I'm saying, the UFC organization. You know what I'm saying? I was sent down by them. And, you know, I literally never get a prediction wrong. You know what I'm saying? And before I get into the video, I'm just going to have to ask you guys to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification if you want to see terrorists to the sport like Ian Cuckleberry Gary and Hunter Bin Laden Campbell blow up into millions of little pieces, folks. Okay, that is a beautiful sight, and I'm hoping and I'm praying that you want to see it as much as I do. All right, folks? Now, let's get into the video with my record, okay? Now, this was the fight card before this one, all right? I had got 4 wrong out of the entire fight card, you know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, these losses were entirely on myself, considering the massive upsets, okay? The massive upsets, like Jeremiah Wells versus Mixtabek Orobai and Mansour Abdul Malik versus Dustin Schultz. And then Charles Johnson and Edward Chapolin, okay? They had changed his opponent, you know what I'm saying, before the fight happened. So that was like a short notice. And Cheaties was also a massive upset, but, you know, I'll take that one. I'll take that one on the chin, you know what I'm saying? And Neil Magny, I didn't realize Ramazan Bahraman something blah 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 was, you know what I'm saying, such a feeble individual, no finishing potential, like, at all, you know what I'm saying? Unk still got it, I guess. All right, now let's get into the fight card, okay? With the main event, Gregory Robocop Rodrigues, okay? Barack Obama, buff Barack Obama. If you guys ask me, we should low-key vote for this guy as president, you know what I'm saying? He should run for office, you know what I'm saying? Like, buff Barack Obama, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. A buff Barack Obama, that seems like a better Barack Obama, if you ask me. He put out, you know what I'm saying, Anthony Hernandez, you know, Barack Obama deporting another Mexican. What's new? Nothing new to me, because I predicted this. I predicted this fight, you know what I'm saying? I predicted it completely, you know. I thought that he was going to weaken him to the body, and that would lead to the finish. But Anthony Hernandez, you know what I'm saying, Fluffy, he showed resistance. He showed improvements, you know what I'm saying? He defended the body strikes, you know what I'm saying, pretty well. I did not expect that, you know. He managed to fix his kryptonite, but he gained another weakness. This guy is chinny to the legs now. He's chinny to the legs. Either that or Rodrigues has titanium shins. He might have titanium shins. Like I said, this guy is a genetically altered and modified Barack Obama, okay? Like, he might have metal in his bones, okay? Now, I was shocked, okay? You know, surprising. I know it's surprising. It's a shocker. But I was shocked myself when Gregory Rodrigues won by decision. I thought he would gas out, but, you know what I'm saying, instead, he conserved his energy. He conserved himself. I was actually mad seeing him not hunt for the finish, but, You know what I'm saying? I guess it was a pretty calculated play. You know what I'm saying? Because he won. And if you listen to my prediction, then you would have won some money too. You know what I'm saying? But no. Only 6 people watched the video. You know what I'm saying? So that's on you. Bro. Like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more. All right. Now let's go on to the co-main event. Sergey Spivak versus Victor Petreno. Another victory, you know what I'm saying? A boring garbage decision. It was a boring fight, you know what I'm saying? Very lame. They were both terrified of each other. It was crazy. It was like a dog looking at himself in the mirror. He didn't want to fight. I don't get it. They were terrified of each other's power. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to fight. They were kind of like mean-mugging each other from across the octagon the entire fight. You know what I'm saying? Sergey Spivak, he got his nose kind of broken, you know what I'm saying, by a jab. But that was basically it, you know what I'm saying? It was basically a fat dude against a buff guy. And they still somehow gassed out in the 3rd round. They did nothing and still somehow gassed out. This is crazy, bro. Hit a treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you guys not heard of cardio or something like that? Do some jumping jacks. This is whatever, you know, the polar bear got destroyed. I predicted it. That's all that matters, right? Let's go on to Renner the Redder. RDR2. RDR2, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, he was named after Red Dead Redemption. That's what his nickname actually means. But, you know, like I said, Roman Dolidze is just a big, hairy Georgian guy. Has nothing on the feet, you know what I'm saying? He kind of kept pulling guard. He wanted to, like, I didn't even know what he was trying to do. He wanted to, like, have a romantic moment with him, you know what I'm saying? His name is Roman. I didn't know his nickname was Romantic because he was trying to get real romantic with him. He was pulling guard, rolling around on his back like a turtle, you know what I'm saying? I predicted this perfectly. I knew he'd go out there and roll on his back like a turtle. This guy should get cut from the UFC, you know what I'm saying? He's a disgrace to Georgia, the country and the state, and he's not even from the state, you know what I'm saying? He's a disgrace to all big, hairy Georgians, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was a pro fighter against, you know, just some Georgian dude. And RDR got it done, you know. Let's go on to my first loss. This is crazy. And I'm not even mad about it. That's the crazy part. That's the craziest part. I'm not even mad about this loss because it was beautiful. This was insane. This was the greatest fight of my entire life. You know what I'm saying? Any fight with Mason Jones is incredible. Any fight with Medeiros is incredible. Okay, folks? This was insane fight. You know what I'm saying? High pack, high action. The guy got knocked out on his feet. Who else can you say that about besides Mason Jones? You know what I'm saying? Like Mason Jones is so tough, bro. These guys are true man's man. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could describe him, you know? Like, this guy has heart. Both of them, they have heart, you know what I'm saying? And Elbows dropped him with an elbow, a 3-piece elbow. Bro, how many times can you say this in a fight? The guy pulled off a 3-piece elbow combination, bro. Elbows gets it done. Again, this was beautiful. It was incredible. You know what I'm saying? They both should get a bonus. Their pays are disgraceful. Hunter Campbell, you're a disgrace to humanity, civilization itself. You know what I'm saying? We reject you as a human being. All of us. All of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an incredible fight, beautiful stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got it wrong, it's cool, it's whatever. A women's fight, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even watch this fight. You know, I went to the store. You know what I mean? It was a boring fight, you know. Well, actually, it wasn't really a boring fight. But you know, it's the women's division. It's the women's division, okay? I only watched women's division for like 4 people. You know what I'm saying? And those 4 people are in different weight classes. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's whatever. She drops her with a body kick, okay? You know what I'm saying? Anyone could have predicted this. You know, it's whatever. It's whatever. Carly, she's going to be like future champion material, a real prospect, you know what I'm saying? Look out for her in the future. You know, I will not bet against her in the future, okay, folks? Now let's go on to Anthony Witt versus Terrence Chapman. Anyone could have predicted this too, you know what I'm saying? This prediction here does not make me a genius. It just makes me a person with common sense. If you thought Anthony Witt would lose, you are an idiot. You just have no brain cells in your noggin, you know what I'm saying? After what Anthony Witt did on the Contender Series, you think he's going to lose to Terrence Chapman? The easiest prediction of my entire life, bro. He manhandled him. He choked him out. I expected a KO, you know what I'm saying? I guess he wanted to show off his jiu-jitsu, you know what I'm saying? He really didn't even need to use any technique. He literally just overpowered him, okay? He overpowered him. He manhandled him, you know what I'm saying? He's small for the division. He is a muscular DC, you know what I'm saying? Less skilled muscular DC, but still a DC, very short. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be tuning into this guy in the future, all right? Now, Douglas versus Jamal Emmers. Larion, bro. Larion, gunslinger. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? He didn't even get knocked out. I think Emmers hit him so hard he broke his bones. You know what I'm saying? He broke his cheekbone. He broke his orbital or something. Like this guy hit him so hard he legit broke his face. You know what I'm saying? And oh man, I really thought this guy was gonna be like a serious prospect, but you know what I'm saying. Man, pretty boy Emmers, he has like some serious power. You know what I'm saying. It sucks honestly. You know what I'm saying. Too bad that Jamal kind of like took the heat, took the flame, took the momentum from this prospect. You know what I'm saying. A real tragedy, but you know. It is what it is. A loss on the prelims. Let's go on to Shamil the Blob Gaziev versus Kennedy in Chukawa. Alright? And like the most beautiful KO I've ever seen in my entire life. So clean. One punch KO. Put him out, put him to sleep, okay? This guy thought he was MVP. He thought he was Thomas. He thought he was Wonder Boy Thompson, okay? He thought he was really something on the feet, bro. I can't believe this. I don't know who thought he was. All right, Shamil Gaziev, the Blob. It's really him. He's really him, okay? Like, this guy went out there and did the dumbest thing I think anyone has ever done in the UFC. He had his hands down. Bro. You're fighting a 6'5", 200-pound blob of a human being. This guy has to cut weight to fit in the weight class, not because he's muscular, not because he's buff, but because he's fat. Okay? This guy is the Dagestani Bigfoot, alright? And he has massive power. And he put him out. He put his lights out. My heart literally dropped. When he knocked him out, bro. Like, it came out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, beautiful stuff. He made him pay in the first round. Flawless prediction, folks. Now let's go on to Chris Taco Padilla with a late round submission. In the last few seconds of the fight, he chokes him out. He was winning this fight all the way up to the end. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? It was honestly getting really boring. It was a very boring fight all the way until the last few seconds. He had him twitching. He had him seizing. He was having a seizure. It was awesome, bro. It was so awesome. It was crazy, bro. It's not every day you see a guy have a seizure in the octagon. It was incredible, okay? He submitted Bakery. Now that's going to be some extra trauma on top of the knockout loss to Quillan Southkill, the Australian, the minority killer 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Chris Taco Padilla is a serious prospect, and I love this guy. His fight with Hellbows was incredible, bro. These guys all fought on the same card not too long ago, and they're fighting again, and these guys are some of my favorite fighters for sure. 1000% serious prospects, and they are my prospects, okay? I claim them as my prospect. They are a big 17 prospect, okay? Now let's go on. Mauricio Balboa, okay? Barbosa. This guy is insane. He is the GOAT. He was going up against some garbage competition. Someone give him someone with some real skill. How dare they disrespect the GOAT by giving him this nobody, okay? The Third Street Criminal. This guy's nickname is the Third Street Criminal. That is the dumbest nickname I have ever heard in my entire life. He deserves to get knocked out. And Mauricio showed mercy. He showed mercy, which he shouldn't have. He should have waited for the finish. He should have tried to kill him, okay? He hit him with a left hook, okay? He hit him with a left hook, dropped him to the ground. The guy literally had no clue where he was. You could see it in his eyes. He wasn't even looking at Mauricio. He was looking straight ahead. He was stiffed up. Like he literally went into like some instinctual reaction. It was pure muscle memory. That's the only way. That's the only thing he was doing. You know what I'm saying? That's how hard he got knocked out. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I mean, he had no clue where he was. He was just completely lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful KO by Mauricio. They should give him a bonus. Okay. Now let's go on to G Money. G Money versus Stan Corson. Okay, now this was an insane fight, beautiful fight. Both of these guys are going a long ways in their career, and this is the first Haitian that I've seen that can fight. Okay, Neil Magny and Stan. Okay, this was beautiful. This was incredible, back and forth, very back and forth. This guy's got a serious chin. He's willing to put it all on the line. Okay, he's a brute. He's a monster. Okay, I really shouldn't have doubted him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he remains undefeated. Now, this is a loss, and I'm not even mad about this loss. That's how insane this fight was. Very back and forth. It was 1-1 in the second round, and Stan, he barely won the third. It was very neck and neck. It was beautiful, bro. It was insane. You know what I'm saying? When you come to watch a fight, this is what you want to see. You want to see a guy break the fourth wall and look at you, okay? Look at you in the camera. That's what you want to see. You want to see war. You want to see blood. You want to see gore. You want to see gladiators, okay? That's what these guys are. These guys are the modern gladiators. Put some respect on their name and give them some real money, okay? Now let's go on to Jesus Christ himself, the second coming, okay? We got Jackson McVeigh versus the worst fighter I've ever seen in my entire life, Wes Schultz. This guy could lose to CM Punk. This guy could lose to the bottom of the barrel. I mean, dude, you could take a random guy off the street and put him in the octagon with him, and he is going to beat Wes Schultz. That's how bad Wes Schultz is. They should really cut him. Just cut him, bro. Just cut him, okay? McVeigh avenges his loss, okay? And you should never doubt the Savior, White Jesus, okay? White Jesus is here, and he has come with that vengeance, taking out the trash, okay? Wes Schultz. Now let's go on to Chanel, the Brit Dyer versus Elise Reed. Okay, now this was like a real mismatch, man. A waste of my time. All right, like Chanel Dyer is a serious prospect. I am mad that Chanel Dyer wasn't able to finish the fight sooner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, that really says a lot about her finishing potential, her finishing ability, and maybe overall skill. Cause I don't know, she doesn't seem light-handed, you know what I'm saying? It was more like she was holding back or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think that if she fights Klein, it's not going to be a pretty thing, you know what I'm saying? I think Klein might be able to beat her. I personally don't like Klein. I think she's a massive weight bully, okay? Like, she should be fighting in a completely different weight class, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not completely and entirely educated on Klein and her situation and all that. So, like, I can't really say, but in her last fight, she towered over her opponent. Like, either her opponent is small for the weight class, or she is a serious weight bully, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, regardless, beautiful fight, serious prospect in Chanel the Nightmare Dyer, you know what I'm saying? She's going far in her career. But, you know, this was Big 17 from Florida, where predictions is my addiction and money is my company. All right, folks, and I need your help to get to 500 subscribers, okay, folks? Because I'm currently not getting paid. I'm not getting paid a dime. I'm doing this entirely for free. I'm doing this for free, and I'm doing this for you guys. Sean Strickland, peace out.